What's up, everybody, and happy Friday. It is finally the weekend, even though it's raining outside. And by raining, I mean it's been raining since like 10 a.m. this morning. Even though it's raining, I'm so happy that it's the weekend. I'm so happy that Friday is finally here because this week was a very long week for me. And even though I didn't work on Monday, like Tuesday through today, we're extremely busy. It was very long, but I'm very happy to say that it's the weekend and I have a couple of days off of work. I'm also really excited to not only wrap this month, but also go live with everyone tomorrow. So let's just talk about it then. Before we get into it, as always, God is blessing us. He's always going to be blessing us. So tomorrow I'm going live with my special guest, moi, and I'm really excited about tomorrow's live because I'm able to talk about, obviously, just like every other end of the month live, we're going to talk about the month and recap the month. And then I'm also going to give you guys a little bit of insight of myself and be blessed and how I even came to this video series and everything like that, just because I've never done that before, I don't think, for this video project. And then also I put out questions to ask for people. No one responded yet, so that's great. But that's okay because I still have a lot of information that I want to talk about, a lot of content that I want to share tomorrow during tomorrow's live. So it'll probably be in the afternoon. I'm thinking like around 2 or 3 o'clock, but I'll post on Instagram and on Facebook to let you guys know when I'm about to go live. So very excited about that. But let's talk about today so that we can so that we can finish our content not only for this week but for the month. So of course, got a review this month. Our goal focus was to be you. Okay, be you. The first week we talked about who we are. We asked ourselves the question, who am I? Like, who are you really? And then we talked about identity, authenticity, confidence, and this week we're talking about our truth. So we already identified what our truth is, and even if you didn't identify specifically for yourself, we talked about on Wednesday how to figure out what your truth is, and really understanding that in order to find out what your truth is, in order to know the truth about anything, you have to go back to the source or whatever created that thing or that object. And for us, that is God. Okay, so we have to go back to God and really understand what are the true things about us. Now, for certain people, it may be different things, but there are some general truths about us. Like, we were created to succeed. We were created not only to succeed, but also to rely on our source. So we should be relying on God for really everything. And that, honestly, my sister kind of pointed that out is, if you have read Genesis and you know the creation story, you know that when God created something, he spoke to the source. He spoke to the source of whatever that thing would need. For example, when he created the fish or things of the water, he spoke to the water and then the fish were created. So, and he did that because he knew that in order to survive, that person, or not that person, but that thing would have to go back to its source. So in order to survive, the fish cannot survive outside of water. Okay, a fish cannot survive outside of water. So it spoke to that, and then it became. And so when he created us, he spoke to himself. Why? Because he is our source. Okay, he spoke to himself and was like, "Yo, what are we gonna make here? You know, what are we gonna do?" So that's so that we can rely on him. So that's a part of our truth too. And we were also created to succeed. We were created to be the head and not the bottom. We were created in love, for love, to love. So a lot of truths about ourselves. Again, you may find out there are some individual truths that are specific to you, but a lot of truths about ourselves, and good truths too, okay? Because there are no bad truths about ourselves, okay? For example, and I'll put this out there too, because you may have adopted a trait over time that you think is the truth about you, but it's not. Similar to that cutting board iPad example. So for example, you may have identified, or over time, it may have even been told to you by younger people. This is why we really got, like, as children, you really have to speak to your children, like speak life into your children. Because if someone has told a child all their life that they're stupid or they're nothing or they're no good or they'll never succeed, that may be ingrained in them. Now they're growing up thinking that their truth is that they're stupid and that they're no good and that they're nothing and that they'll never succeed, instead of thinking and knowing that they are an iPad. Now they're functioning as a cutting board, okay? And even though, again, an iPad, if you wanted to, you could take an iPad right now and slice up some things on it. You could slice apples, chicken, whatever. You can do that. But is that what it was intended for? Was that the truth behind why it was created? It was not. Okay, so don't be out here, functioning as cutting boards. Remember, we are iPads. Know that. So today, in like the couple of minutes that we have left, I really want to talk about how to make our lifestyle one that is truthful, or how to make truth a part of our lifestyle. And honestly, once you have identified that and you understand that, you have to make sure you repeat that to yourself every single day. Positive affirmations. One of the things I do, like if I were to take you upstairs into my office area now, but where I have my desk set up, I have plenty of Post-it notes on the wall that really just, a lot of them are Bible scriptures. Most of them are Bible scriptures. Some of them are just positive affirmations. That way, when I'm looking, and I love it now because the way my computer is set up for work, I can't do anything but stare at that wall. So I love it because every once in a while, like when I'm frustrated during my day, I'll look up and, see a scripture that really kind of pours back into me and reminds me of not only who I am, but how I should be behaving, okay? Because also, if you know the truth about yourself, you won't behave any type of way, and you won't accept behaviors from other people any type of way too. If I know that I'm destined for greatness, and I know that I am called to succeed and I'm called to live this purposeful life, then I need to act like it, and I need to let other people know that this is what I'm called for, so I can't accept that behavior from you because it doesn't line up with the truth about my life, okay? So how to make it a lifestyle, the first thing I would suggest to do is start creating those positive affirmations so that you can say them every day. And if it helps, stick Post-it notes around the house or like tape papers to the wall. I used to do that all the time. Like when I lived at my parents, my dresser, I had like nothing but Post-it notes like all along the top and all along the sides of just different things, different truths about myself. And get into a habit of saying them. Sometimes you may need to speak into a mirror. Sometimes literally, and people may think I'm crazy, but I literally talk to myself really all the time, but sometimes I encourage myself daily, and I'm saying like it's on, especially, and this is for the people that work out with me, when I'm working out, like if I am just really tired and I don't think I'm going to succeed, I literally be like, okay, come on, AB, you're stronger than this, you're better than this, you could do, like stuff like that. Of course, that is, in order to accomplish a workout goal, but same thing holds true if you want to make your truth your lifestyle. You may just have to start talking to yourself several times a day, and it doesn't have to be audibly, but you can say it in your mind and reminding yourself what is the truth about you, okay? Also, the second thing is believing it, okay? So if I say it but I don't believe it, you might as well hold your breath and not say it at all. You know what I'm saying? So like if I know that I'm beautiful, when I say beautiful, I don't just mean physical features. I mean inside and out. I know that I'm beautiful. That is a truth about me. Then I need to believe that I am beautiful. So that means I do not need to walk around with an ugly attitude. It makes no sense to say that I'm beautiful, but then walk around and treat everyone ugly or treat everyone disrespectful or treat everyone with hate. It makes no sense to do that, okay? The truth about me is I was created in love, for love, to love. What does that mean? God created me out of love, so I need to be expressing love, even to the people that hate me. I'm still going to show you love. Why? Because the truth about me is I'm a beautiful and a loving person. So I need to lead my life in love. Okay, so positive affirmations, believing it, and then honestly just acting it every single day, which I kind of weaved into a little bit with believing it, but acting in it. So make sure that that's your action. And sometimes you may have to remind yourself that it goes back to that positive affirmation point that I was making earlier. You may have to remind yourself every second of every day, because people are going to try you, okay? People are going to look at you as the iPad that you are and try to use you as a cutting board. Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that. You're degrading yourself. You're not walking in your truth. You're not creating a lifestyle full of truth. Okay, so you may have to remind yourself every minute of every day who God has called you to be, or who God says you are, or who God has created you to be. Okay, and that's okay until it gets ingrained in your head, until it gets ingrained and you create a lifestyle of truth. It may take that, okay? But remember, it is all so that we can be the best person that God created us to be. Okay, and understanding that and knowing that and living that every day, that's how you make that a lifestyle. Okay, so yeah, that is how you make truth a lifestyle. Those are three hints and tips that I have used to help me walk better in my truth. And I know a lot of truths about myself. And am I living a complete lifestyle of truth? No, because there are some areas that I'm operating as a cutting board, not gonna lie. But knowing that and understanding my truth in all areas really helps me to try to pick up where I'm slacking. So yeah, that is today's video. Again, I will be going live tomorrow. I'll announce it. I'll announce probably around noon. Well, probably around 1 what time I'm going to go live, because I have an appointment at noon. So I'll let everyone know. But stay tuned. Really excited to go live with you guys tomorrow on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah. But hope everyone has a good rest of their day today. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.